Here's a part of episode 2. We've got news from Nashville and Omaha. This is Railroad Showcase. In an even bigger move, Nashville, Chattanooga, and St. Louis engine number 576 got airborne last week. This engine has been on static display for 75 years. The nonprofit Nashville Steam Preservation Society has raised $500,000 for their first phase of the restoration process. The engine is being moved from a city park to the Tennessee Central Railway Museum. Let's hear from volunteer Rebecca Bender, who spoke with us less than 48 hours before the scheduled move.
Hey guys, this is Rebecca with Nashville Steam. Greetings from chilly and not so sunny Nashville. Just wanted to give you an update on the move. As you can see, we've got the engine all tied down, ready to go on the trailers for Sunday morning. The trucks have already been delivered and set up at the drop-off point. We're still waiting on our trailer that we're going to haul the tender with. So that's just kind of hanging out on some jacks ready to go. Hopefully we'll get that done tomorrow. And then by Sunday morning, we are going to be set up, ready to go, rolling out of the park, taking it down Charlotte Avenue, and we're going to bring a piece of Nashville history back to life. It's going to be exciting. Please be a part of it. Go to nashvillesteam.org and donate. Also check us out, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram to keep track of all our progress. Thanks again, guys, from Railroad Showcase. Hope to see you soon.
This 300-ton 484 is a 1942 Alco engine, and we are really looking forward to seeing their progress on its restoration.
Big things happened for Union Pacific this week. In an effort to give their newly implemented Unified Plan 2020 a strong start, they announced on Monday the 7th the appointment of Jim Vena as UP's new Chief Operating Officer, effective January 14th. Vena has 40 years of experience with the railroad, starting his career as a brakeman on the Canadian National and, having moved up to become the company's executive vice president and chief operating officer, retired in 2016. Under his oversight, the railroad gained the best operating ratio in the North American industry, as well as achieving the company's best safety incident ratio in its history. This announcement was apparently met with high expectations from investors as UP's stock value jumped almost 9% over the following 48 hours, adding around $9 billion to the company's market value.
Union Pacific is up 8% today. You've been on that all day.
Yeah, so that's pretty much a one-man story. It's a key man. Jim Vena comes on out of retirement, former longtime high-ranking positions within Canadian National Railways, and he's shown that he has the ability to reduce operating ratios for railway companies. Obviously a disciple of Hunter Harrison, a railway legend in his own right, and I think that if you're the biggest company, you're driving the most revenue in that industry, and you bring the operating expenses down, that's going to bring the stock up, and that's what people are betting on. That's why it's up nearly 9% today.
The product of the week this week is The Favorite.
This DVD normally sells for about $30. It is 40% off, which is $17.95, but it's also absolutely free shipping in the US, so that means you're getting it for almost 50% off. Take a look at some of the clips from this video.
When Walt designed and built Disneyland, he wanted to have an authentic railroad, so he had a passenger train and a freight train. And this particular car was said to be his favorite car because when he was a boy, he had actually worked on the railroad. He sold candy and newspapers, and he would have stored his supply in a combination car like this. This car is half passenger, half baggage. And so this would have been the car he would have rode in with the crew, talked to the crew. I've heard stories that he was even allowed to go up into the engine with the engineers and operate the equipment. And so this was Walt's favorite car. It's one of those unique artifacts that Walt actually touched. He would have walked through here. He approved the design of the stencils. I'm sure the paint scheme, everything was, in those days, was approved by Walt. And so this car is what Walt wanted.
As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe, check us out on Facebook. Again, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.